What's up guys, this is Trebus with the Terran vs Zerg strategy. This build will get you a quick expansion followed up by some reactor Hellions, and then a third base around the 6-minute mark, transitioning into a very standard late game with Marines, tanks, and medevacs. It's a greedy Terran style to use against an equally greedy Zerg, and something every Terran player should know, so stay tuned. Alright, this build is going to start off like pretty much any other gasless Terran build. You're going to get your barracks up right around 12 and then not get your refinery at 13 like you normally would, saving up that money and just getting your orbital command as soon as you can at around 15 or 16. Don't worry about trying to deny scouting. We're going to be putting our first command center on the low ground anyway, so they're pretty much going to spot it no matter what. When your orbital command is almost done, you should be getting right around 400 minerals. Lay down that expansion, probably on the low ground, although you can do it on the high ground. Also, you can delay Marines for a second here because we're going to be taking both of our gases in our main. At this point, you need to be heavily scouting the Zerg's main to see if he's getting gas. If he gets 100 gas, that means he may just be going for Zergling speed, but if he gets more than 100 gas, then he's definitely going for some kind of roaches or banelings, so you need to be prepared to get more bunkers up. As soon as you have 100 gas, get your factory up, and with your next 50 gas, get a reactor on your barracks. Both of those will finish right around the same time, so swap them out as soon as you can and be prepared to get a total of 4 Hellions out of this factory. We're not really planning on doing damage with these Hellions. Pretty much every Zerg player will be prepared. However, you can use them for map control, scouting for a third base, and denying creep tumors. When the first 2 Hellions are building and right around the 6-minute mark, you should have enough money to lay down your third command center. This really fast third, combined with the amount of gas that we're stockpiling here, is the reason that I consider this a really greedy Terran opener. You'll need to build at least 1 bunker and start building a wall with your extra supply depots. Your Hellions can spot any roach attacks coming in, so be prepared to add on more bunkers depending on how many roaches you see. And if you want to be as silly as Jinro, you can kill a creep tumor like this. Jinro, how many times have I told you not to play with your food? When your 4 Hellions are done, we're going to be swapping out the barracks and factory again. This time get a tech lab on the factory, as we're going to start getting siege tanks. I like to have little benchmarks in my build to see how well I'm doing, and a good one is coming up right here. As the tech lab on your factory is finishing, you should get 2 engineering bays up to start getting those double upgrades. When the tech lab is done, get siege tanks and siege mode. And at the same time, your third base should be finishing, so morph that into an orbital command. As your engineering bays are about to finish, add on 2 more barracks. One of these will have a tech lab, one will be a reactor. Of course, get both of your +1 upgrades for infantry, and add on a starport so you can start producing medevacs. With your starport building, go ahead and get both of your gases at your natural, and from now on, all of your gas should be devoted to siege tanks, medevacs, and infantry upgrades. This point in the build from about 7 minutes to 9 minutes should feel like a whole lot is going on at this point. You're kind of converting all that greed that you had in the early game into a lot of unit producing structures and upgrades and things that are actually going to help you win the game. When your starport is done, give it a reactor and add on 2 more barracks. Both of these are going to have reactors as well. At this point you can see exactly where the build is going, just to the standard Marine tank medevac style. Although vulnerable at the start, this build is good because it keeps you on equal economy as the Zerg going into the mid and late game. Anyways, that's all I'm going to show here. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. It helps me out quite a bit. And if you want to see the rest of this game, I will have the link in the description. As always, leave me a comment with any feedback and click on the annotation if you want to see my previous strategy video. Thank you all for watching. GG.